What's up? Ranger578 here, and welcome back, finally, to Warhammer 3. Alright, I know it's been a couple months since we've done some Warhammer. Pretty much the last video was in October, and we checked out the vampire account because, you know, there was a nice little pumpkin-headed mod that we played with, and we went ahead and went with our boy Helmengorst. Who is basically, if you want to start a zombie apocalypse, this is your guy right here. But yeah, but we had a nice mod where they all had like pumpkin heads and all that stuff. But we are gonna get back on track here and finish up our last Slaneshi unit. Now again, I know that I guess if you want to kind of technically consider Marathi as a Slaneshi unit, she does have Slaneshi, you know, quirks and all that stuff, but I still consider her more of a dark elf army than a Slaneshi army. But yeah, and if you guys forgot, Slanesh is basically one of the 4 chaos god of, you know, temptation, lust, you know, just you know, seduction, all that stuff, you know, sexy time, basically, drugs, all that good stuff. Anyways, so yeah, and so we checked out Nakari as our first guy. Definitely would have not been my first choice, but you know, there we go. And then we checked out Azazel, which is, you know, I really like Azazel as a character, but he doesn't have my favorite you know, army in terms of gameplay, okay? Because Azazel is still very much a flank heavy, you know, character. But thankfully, if you like Slanesh a lot, but you're more of a, you know, front forward, you know, face to face kind of guy, you know, that rather, you know, fight your enemies head on, then you're in luck, because there is one Slaneshi army that can be pretty decent at it, and that is Prince Sigvald the Magnificent. And yeah, regular human dude, as you can see, he has a sword and a shield. He is pretty much made to be in like frontline combat and stuff like that. So real quick before we start, let's get into the lore. So Prince Sigvald the Magnificent, though he appears to be little more than 16 summers of age, like 16 years old, Sigvald the Magnificent has blighted the world for over 300 years. Their personification of beauty on the outside, but rot within, Sigvald rides at the head of an army of utterly devoted followers who would give their lives for him without a second thought. His elite bodyguard bared mirror shields so that Sigvald might bask in his own divine glory, and dozens of exotic females attend to his every whim and desire. Such are the depths of Sigvald's self-obsession that he will even call his retainers to attend him with their mirrors in the midst of battle, preening and murmuring compliments to himself as a man plunged into battle and all die around him. So basically, his followers, stuff like that, are just ready to touch his butt and die. But yeah. So, and you know, it isn't all sunshines and rainbows with this guy. You know, it's not like that. I mean, I want to be wrong, right? But I'm pretty sure there's at some point in lore somewhere, apparently, like this dude is bad. Like, he fucking eats like a woman while doing her. That's fucking hardcore. But yeah, like I said, man, Warhammer, this ain't no place for kids, all right? This is some like adult top-notch fantasy, like, you know, shit, just like Witcher. Anyways, so you start your army, start off with basic marauders, which will quickly be turning into Slaneshi marauders. Same thing with the Chaos Warriors, but you also get spawn of Slanesh, which is quite unique, because that means that these guys are, you basically want to put them at the front line to be the most effective in terms of damage. You got the Hellstriders as Slanesh, you know, your melee cavalry, and then you got Chaos Chariots, stuff like that. So not too diverse, but you have a good amount of you know, Slaneshi units, stuff like that. Anyways, faction effects. This is basically you know, for, you know, your whole army. You got Souls Cost for the gifts of Slanesh. Vessels gain immunity to psychology and spread Slanesh corruption. You can seduce units. So if you guys remember, when you go into battle with somebody, if you have enough money, you can choose whatever unit the enemy has and have them go to your side, you know, for money and stuff like that, you know, catch, your temptation, you're tempting them and stuff like that. Applies the benefits of from seductive units and gifts of Slaanesh. Then the Lord effects Slaanesh corruption, army ability, fascination with let's see, it's a damage per second and rampage. It costs damage to combatant and is strong against 25 men unit or above. Speed for the Marauders Slaanesh, Chaos Warriors Slaanesh, and Chosen Slaanesh 15%. So yeah, so obviously Slaaneshi units or Slaaneshi, armies are fast. They're meant to basically flank and more or less ironically hit from the rear. And let's say ironically because Slaanesh is all about giving it to the rear.
You may have heard of me. I am Sigvald the Magnificent, the Gerald Prince of Slaanesh.
Alrighty, so let's go ahead and break some things down real quick before we make our first move. So as you guys can probably already tell, Prince Sigvald is part of the Warriors of Chaos, and I won't go into as much details as I did the last time when we did Azazel, because it's pretty much the same thing. When your main currency is souls, you get it for getting settlements, killing people, yada yada, and then you can use it and turn it into gifts of chaos. But we need to go into a battle before I can show you the gifts of chaos and all that stuff. So anyways, now one cool thing about Prince Sigvald, so you have a bit of a different skill tree or technology tree from, I believe, Azazel would, because he just has Slaaneshi unit. Now, if you don't want to have Slaanesh, just Slaaneshi units, you can do that, and you can go either the way of Zinx, the way of Nurgle, the way of Khorne, So if you want to have, some really good top-notch front lines infantry, for, aggressive infantry, you go for Khorne. Nurgle, they're good for holding the line, tanking. Zinx is all about, magic and archery. I wouldn't say archery, but magic and range battle. But as you can see, Prince Sigvald comes with Slaaneshi technologies already settled in for himself. He gets the Brandon, which unlocks the war bands, you giving you the ability to, just turn let's see, war band upgrade. So you basically turn units into better versions of themselves to get Vows of Excess, which you maximize the gifts of Slaanesh. Which, speaking of which, gifts of Slaanesh, I'll go ahead and explain real quick because it's been a minute since we've done the Slaaneshi thing. Gifts of Slaanesh, basically, if you make any types of deal with any faction, they will be influenced by Slaanesh, and the more you do it, the more influence Slaaneshi, Slaanesh will be into that, entire army. And then there will be like a bar you have to fill. And once that bar becomes filled, they automatically become your vassal. It sounds really strong, but you got to put in some work in order to get it working. But it's very, very good. Anyways, so yeah, so you got the blessings of Slaanesh already ready to start. So you got the so this will give you a gifted unit of the Slaanesh chariots and demonettes. Usually really good for flanking and all that stuff. This one give you Slaanesh corruptions from ritual huts, and just basically gives you more, Slaaneshi influence. You got Echo Chamber, more authority for each active gift of Slaanesh, and then you got Herald of Sacrifice. So a lot of these are just basically diplomatic and, just basically things to help you influence your corruption throughout the world. But I want to go ahead and get this one first because look at this. Army Summon from Beyond. Basically, you can summon an army out of anywhere on the battlefield. It sounds strong, yes, but usually summon units will be degraded over time. And once we get into one of my favorite and my first faction I ever played in my entire life in Warhammer, the Skaven, then you will be using this a lot because they excel in that. Because they're all about sneaky bullshit moves and swarming your enemies. So we're gonna go ahead and get that. I mean, it's up to you whether you want to do it, whichever one you want to go for. I don't play a lot of Slaanesh. I mean, I know since I've started the series, I know a good amount of how to do it, but they're definitely not my favorite places to go after. So one thing I really do find it cool though about Slanesh corruption, look at all these penises, is that, you know, as you go throughout the world and, you know, dominate and everything, more like Slanesh bullshit will start popping up, you know, like little camp, little tentacles, you know, stuff like that. So we're gonna go ahead and go into our first battle and fight it. You know, this should be an easy battle. Sometimes your first battles will be pretty easy, and I've learned pretty quickly that the auto resolve system is quite bullshit, because sometimes I can't tell you which army starts off at first, but sometimes when you start your first battle, the enemy, like, you know, like the very first battle you're going to, the auto resolve will tell you, oh, you're gonna lose this one. And it's like, wait, what? Look at the army compared to mine. Like, how? So you go into it, you win, and it usually will come down to like a close victory or a decisive victory, you know, depending on your skill and all that stuff. So speaking of which, I don't know if I would ever recommend Slanesh being your first you know, chaos god to go for, and I'm not going to say your first you know, faction or anything like that. You know, you can choose whatever faction you want to play, because you know, usually people say high elves or no, actually I would recommend high elves. Cathay is a lot more about you know, just, I don't know, man. I haven't played too much Cathay. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not gonna give you some bullshit answers. But Empire, they say that that's a good faction to go after, and not people. We mean like the game says the Empire is a good faction to go for. I like the Empire, but they are not good. I'm sorry. Okay, I know maybe I'm just not good at them. I would take that as a very good excuse, but no, dude, it's I struggle with them. All right. So, anyways, as usual, what we will do is check out our boys. So we don't have a lot of Slanesh units. I probably should have marked them as Slanesh units, but whatever, too late. So yeah, so we got a normal marauder. So look at the boys ready to raid. They look like Vikings and stuff like that, and that's because they pretty much are. You know, a lot of the guys who like live in the north are you know, they aim to worship the chaos god and stuff like that. We got the chaos warriors here too. These are my favorite of the chaos units, or one of them, because they got such badass armor. They're like your big black or wait, no, big white knight and shiny armor. So it'll be black knight and shiny armor, something like that. So anyways, so yeah, and then you got the chaos spawns over here. Very good frontline enemies, and they're unbreakable, but you do not want to lose them. You got the chaos chariots, which I'm not a big fan of chariots myself personally, but you can make them work. And then we got over here ready to ambush them in the butthole. We got the Hell Striders of Slanesh, and we got the demon boys over here on their anteater long tongue kind of thing. And I remember you know, on a freaking Warhammer podcast, they talked about how brutal the things that they're riding on are. I can't remember how, but yeah, it sucks to get killed by one of them. Let's go ahead and move our army up. We're gonna go ahead and move these guys over here. So right now these guys really can't handle anything on their own, so we gotta be careful. And we're gonna get the dark elves, which the dark elves are all right. They're not the best. What are they doing? They're definitely not the best armies, but there's a lot worse. Alright, these guys are starting to come out towards us. Usually I don't like to stick around and let them charge into me. What are they doing? Oh shit, okay, we're going. Go ahead and move these guys. So these guys are basically gonna be our kind of like our meat shields. Now, don't worry about these guys, they got shields, and if you have an armor, or if you have like archers firing into shield, then you know, they can protect themselves easily. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and have them back up here. Spread the love, spread the love. Alright. We're gonna have these guys go over here. Alright, we're gonna leave these dudes back here to sit, but here they go. Yeah, look at this. Oh, I love to watch. This is my favorite kind of thing to do, man. I love watching battles online. Get in there, boys. Spread chaos. All right. Getting everybody in there. They still get benefits from flanking and stuff like that too. That's what's so good about Sigvald's starting army. We're gonna go ahead and have them flank over there, and we're gonna have these guys come over here. And now we got the Chaos Warriors ready to come over here and hit these guys from behind. Yeah. What the fuck? Oh shit, they must have seen my dudes. Okay, they definitely saw my guys, so we gotta pull them out. No, they didn't. So why were they going up here? Oh well. They gotta bail. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and have the Chaos in there. They're about to flank my guys, so we're gonna have them back. Sorry about the camera if it kind of sucks. I'm not used to trying to get a cinematic experience. I'm always trying to just get my guys in there, fight, you know. Alright, we're gonna actually gotta get Sigvald to meet their commander on the field. Right. It's probably not wise to do this, but we're gonna go ahead and have them flank from behind and try to get them to fight each other. Let's get the chariots out. There they go. Sigvald and the commander going at each other.
Obliterate them! Chaos Sorcerer! Yes, Lord! Yes! Get on! Get us on earth! Reap their souls!
Alright, they're still taking care of them. Yeah.
For the Chaos God.
They got Sigvald and this dude fighting and stuff like that. That's one thing I really do like about Three Kingdoms, is that like there's actually cinematics for like having your commanders fight the other guys and stuff. It's so cool. We're gonna keep these chariots running through the battlefield, flanking every enemy they can see. Try to get their bars to lower down so we can keep the pressure going. All right, these guys are gonna die soon. We're gonna go ahead and get in the backup. I think we are definitely about to win this though. Let's go ahead and push everyone up. Got some guys coming back. Damn, you see that? My boy's just charging head on. Damn, look at that guy. Oh man, he just lost an arm, didn't he? Yep. Oh, I forgot we actually had this thing too. Oh well, that's fine. We took the day to ourselves, so. Ooh, that last hit. Yo, he freaking just ripped his body in half. Oh, that's pretty sick. So, oh, I love Total War. So, by the way, shout out to Creative Assembly for finally admitting their faults on how they've been dealing, you know, with us in the past, you know, few months and stuff like that, you know, with very low quality and them expecting more money. Now, if you want my personal opinion on that whole apology thing, listen, it's corporate, you know, speaking, so it may come from the heart. You know, maybe they're serious about, you know, how they are planning on improving their quality, but it remains to be seen. You know, I'm not throwing it off. I'm not saying they're lying or anything like that. I'm saying don't get your lipsticks ready, you know. You know, just hold on. Let's see what they do with Thrones of Decay. I'm actually quite hyped for Thrones of Decay. I'm not gonna lie. That's the next update that's coming out, and it should be coming out with a new Nurgle faction. With Nurgle needs some love, man, because I love Nurgle is my personal favorite, but they need some love. So I'm looking forward to it. Wonderful. So after recording an hour and, you know, going all the way over here and capturing this fortress, having an epic, huge final battle, I, you know, go back, I go out, go to my recording, and turns out I ran out of space. Fuck, man. Hey, that's kind of part of the package when it comes to, you know, well, you know, recording videos and stuff like that. Anything can happen, but it is what it is. So regardless, though, we can easily get back over here. So basically, I'm gonna end the gameplay once we get to the frozen city. But just in case, you know, just in case I miss anything between that, or you guys miss anything because of the awesome recording. So we get a hell cannon, which is one of the best freaking artilleries in the game, and you guys will see why when we get to the end battle. We got the mirror guard, which are basically the guards that was discussed in Sigvald's lore. So like when Sigvald, you know, goes towards you know, walks his army and stuff like that, he can see his own reflection in the mirror, stuff like that. And yeah, and that's pretty much it. So let's keep going. Alrighty, so I went ahead and got us over to our next fortification, but it looks like we got a random thing. So let's see, a specific region belonging to Aghol is showing great devotion. Such unholy faith can be wielded to further your own ends. So I can either let them flourish, that's gives a population surplus, and also more allegiance with Aghol, or attract devoted and have them come and revere you. Honestly, I feel like as Sigvald, he would obviously go attract them, have them come revere you. So we're gonna go ahead and do that. Anyways, so we got some technology research. Number one, we got our demonettes, and these are gonna come in super handy, at least in the last time I did that big giant battle that you guys will forever miss because recording. Anyway, and then now we are also gonna go ahead and get the scrutiny of the dark gods and have our marauders gain experience just so they can become stronger and stronger after each battle. So let's go ahead and attack here, attack this fort, and we're gonna go ahead and auto resolve it. We don't really need to worry about it. I mean, we didn't lose too much, so, and our hail cannons are still in one piece. Look at that, 51 kills. Oh shit, our chaos dude did 99 though. Awesome. Alright, we're gonna go ahead, so we can occupy this if we want to, and I think I'm going to go ahead and do so, because once you occupy this, then you should be able to get the province, which we do, and so we'll be able to execute our rights. We're gonna go ahead and increase slowness, corruption. Go ahead and continue to increase our lord skill. Where are we at this point? Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and put everything into replenishment rate.
Excellent.
It is good here. Do we have any more gifting units? We got some demonettes, but we don't need to really worry about them because we will have demonettes to spawn, and they can be exactly where they need to be once we get there. So let's go ahead and get ready to make our way over to the frozen city and take over their lands. And so they should be able to ask for a peace treaty, and they'll give you 3,000 gold, and you know, you can do that and put some more influence, Slaneshi influence on them. Don't do it. Don't ever do peace treaties, because just fuck them up, you know, unless they want to become a vassal. But when you're the warriors of chaos, you need dark fortresses. Okay, don't think twice. All right, get dark fortresses if and when you can, and because they're gonna be your main source of, you know, getting, yep, here they are, but they're gonna be your main source of, you know, getting money, getting more worshippers, getting more armies, you know, stuff like that. So yeah, fuck them. That's the pretty much the whole thing at the end of the day is fuck them. So we got our orc army over here getting set up, and you know, the first time I went through here, they didn't attack them, and they probably won't now. But like his name's Sporticus, yeah, of course. All right, so let's go ahead and set up here. and we're gonna get ready to destroy them.
Never stop.
So, alright. Alrighty, so we got our technology research, and now our marauder units are gonna get 25% extra XP. And holy shit, okay. A lot of freaking stuff. Okay, come on. Alright, so we got our Chaos Sorcerers also got himself a Chaos Steed. And also, we got some more skill points. We're going to put in Invasion, and then we're going to put into Magical Reserves. Now, it's up to you whether you want to go for Earthing and Magical Reserve, but I honestly always go for both these at the same time when I can. That way, you know, put in this perspective, would you rather have less shotgun bullets but stronger bullets, or more shotgun bullets, you know? And then wait a bit before you can continuously, you know, shoot more things. So that's how I look at it anyways. So anyways, so we're gonna go ahead and lay siege. Even though I'm not a big fan of siege, we're gonna go ahead and continue the siege, get our not the siege tower. Yeah, we're gonna get the battering ram ready, just in case they decide to stay hold up in there. Now, when we fought these guys the first time through, they decided to come out and we had that big epic battle. Don't know if that's gonna happen again, but we will see. We will bring them to ruin. And with that said, it really doesn't matter which, I mean, it does matter which way you go, but I mean, I'm just gonna go ahead and just go through that. Go ahead and increase the Dark Fortress. Always do that when you can. And then let's see if we're gonna get into a humongo battle. Alrighty, so these guys have decided to come out and face us. That is fine with me. Do we have any money to corrupt any other guys? No, we do not. So let's go ahead and set up this epic battle. I mean, it might be epic anyways, I don't know. Like I said, the first one was pretty epic. Lots of bodies hit the floor, you know, and all that stuff. But we'll see how this goes. Alrighty, and we are back. Alright, so, ooh, this is a different map than the first one. Okay, interesting. Alright, so let's go ahead and start our deployment. First of all, let's go ahead and introduce our new units. And of course, we're going to start with the amazing Hell Cannon. Yeah, look at these guys. Oh my god. And they literally shoot balls of fire. It's so epic. We got the little Chaos Dwarves here. Hell yeah. So, and then we got our Chaos Trolls too. Where are they? There they are. Come here, boy. We got the Chaos Trolls, stuff like that. Now, I'm not usually a big fan of trolls and stuff like that, but you know, if you can get them early game and stuff like that, they're better than nothing, right? So you may as well go for it. And then we have the Mirror Guards, and again, these are the guys that Prince Sigvald loves the most, because each time he steps right in front of them, they got mirrors on their shields, so they can actually, so Sigvald can see himself. So he's like the Prince Charming of evil. So, all right, let's go ahead and set our forces. So this will be a lot better for us. Oh, and then my phone decides to set off because it seems like it wants to happen every time I record. And we can set our army up. So we're gonna do it similar to what we did in the first battle, and similar to what the Romans used to do. And set, you know, the lesser good units down there first, and then we'll set the better army back here. All right, get the Hell Cannon in there. Yeah, get some good space. And then we're gonna go ahead and set our dogs over here so they can hide in the forest. We got our Chaos Seed back here. What we got here? Oh, here's the Chaos Trolls. All right, we're gonna set them, and we're gonna have the Spawn of Slaanesh and the Chaos Trolls kind of like stick together like homies, you know, just more effective, stuff like that. And then while they class, if we can get these guys to go in and you know, create more pressure on our unit, we can try to break through and kind of swarm around in the back. So it depends on how the enemies will set up. So let's see. That is super fucking, oh, okay, okay, so there are going to be more units up there. All right, I was going to say that is so weird. I've never seen the AI do that before. We're going to need to get them to spread out more. Actually, what we're going to do, set up like this. Boom, boom, and boom. And then, yeah, and then have the Chaos Warriors. Drop like that. Get Sigvald up here, along with these guys. And then we're going to have the Chaos Throwers sit back here. We're going to leave the Chaos Steeds back there, because it doesn't really matter where you put them. I mean, they're gonna be quick to get to wherever you need them to be. Alright, so now we got the Hell Cannon going in. It's hit, nice. Love to see it. We're definitely gonna have to deal with some flanking issues. It's totally okay though. We're gonna be doing some more flanking stuff for them too. Give it another second and go ahead and set the Nemonets in. Here they come. Stick 'em, ladies. Oh, they have no idea what's about to hit them. Go ahead and get the dogs out here. Go ahead and get the chariots. Ooh, actually, hold up. We're gonna go ahead and get the mirror guards over there just so we can try to prevent them. Alright, let's get the... Alright. We are gonna have to go ahead and get the chaos units in there. Alright, so we got the pendulum thing, one of my favorite magic to use. And, well, I'm gonna give you a short example why is one of my favorite spells in the game. Yeah, look at that. Epic. Yeah, I gotta love it. Go ahead and get Prince Sigvald in there. No, come on. Alright, where's my... These? Alright, let's go ahead and get them going in. Go ahead and actually try to break through them. You know what? Look at this big, massive clump. It's just pure target practice for my cannon. See, there it goes, there it goes. Yeah! Nice hit. Come on. Come on, frame rate. Don't die on me just yet. What the hell are these guys still standing up to? Wait, where are the chaos spawns? Oh, they're okay, so they're both in there. No, wait, what? How did the chaos spawns go up there? I must have misclicked at some point. Whatever. This in here, go ahead and debuff them. And we're gonna go ahead and spawn some more demonettes. I think we're gonna go ahead and get the demonettes over here. Let's put them over here. That looks like they can use some more support. Oh, nice hit. Hell Cannon doing some work. And have them lay some fire over there. What was this? Base explosive damage. Get that. There he goes. Nice hit. Good old fast and killing. Go ahead and get the dogs backing up. And get the demonettes. They spawn, that's good. Go ahead and get some flanks going on. These guys are holding their ground. Like, look how much health they have left, and they're still sticking around.
All will be despoiled. Chaos sorcerer. Yes.
Go ahead and have our warlords
Your will.
beat each other on the battlefield. And get the boys in there.
With endless excess.
Here we go. Where you guys going? Yep, right there.
Chaos sorcerer.
We got another pendulum coming up. Go ahead and make sure they don't return. Nice.
For the Chaos Gods. Warriors of Slaanesh. Spreading ruination.
Alright. Go ahead and get our Chaos Chariots. We're gonna go ahead and have them flank over there. We got our one over here, and there we go. Go ahead and give one more good charge to these guys, though. Alright, guys. One more good charge. Wow. Oh, that was really impressive. Look at all that blood just splattering everywhere and all that stuff. So, yeah, definitely not as epic as the first time, but fuck it. You gotta, you know, just deal with it. Alrighty. And there we go. Our huge battle. Now, I don't think this is over. I mean, I think we still gotta go into the city and fuck them up. So, yep. Because that's only because their army rallied out here to meet us on the battlefield. But, you know, now since we completely demolished most of their armies, going into the city and, you know, taking over should be a piece of cake. And here we go.
Destroy.
There we go. Now it's going to be a decisive victory, and all we're going to lose is our Chaos Hounds, which shouldn't be too bad. So let's go ahead and just auto-resolve it. Like I said, I hate sieging, so... I mean, I like sieging in, like, Rome and stuff like that, like, in the older games, but in this one, so... Alright, and there we go, and now we got our Dark Fortress, and that is pretty much where I'm going to go ahead and end it. Like, I'm already now I'm just lethargic, just because, you know, I spent all that time kind of going through this at first time, and then the recording's like, you know, I think I'm going to take a break. But anyways, what I recommend doing now, so your vassal should already, yeah, they're going to be going up here and taking over this area. So what I recommend is next is that you join the war with Crone Hellebron, who is another legendary lord that we'll play as when we get into the Dark Elves. But until then, yeah, join the war and go up against Orticus, because who else would it be? And you know, and become friends with them, you know, quote unquote, you know, stuff like that, and increase your seductive influence, and try to vassalize them and all that stuff. So yeah, Slaanesh, you really want to focus on diplomacy with Slaanesh and try to get as much corruption going as possible. But if I had to choose between Akari, Azazel, and Sigvald, I would definitely choose Sigvald, because again, they're more, you know, more my type of faction, you know, going in head on. I mean, look at all these like head on wars we have. And then, you know, and then you do have a couple of flanking units. Plus you start out with some really strong units too. I mean, again, the Mirror Guards, dude, fucking awesome. The Hell Cannon, OP. So yeah, so but yeah, that is again where I'm gonna end it. Hopefully the game, or hopefully the video gets recorded this time, and I hope you guys enjoy it. Next video I will make on Warhammer, we are gonna look at another faction. I don't know which one it's gonna be. Just like the first time we did it, we're gonna spin a wheel, and whatever it lands on, we're gonna get into it. And Lord have mercy, please don't be a faction I hate. All right, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Later.